We really believe that it's in the child's best interest to stay in their same school because the school staff know this child really well, and the child may have behaviors that they display in the school, but the people who know this child are the best equipped folks to deal with this child and the behaviors that might be displayed.
School really provides that consistent structure and predictability. They know that when you come through the doors of the school, the expectations are going to be the same.
So the benefit of staying in Otter Valley for my first year in foster care was the fact that I grew into Otter Valley in my home, so they know my family, and I wasn't labeled as that foster kid.
And so for children who come into care, they need to remain in their schools so that they feel like so that they have a connection, so that something keeps them grounded.
We've got to mitigate the fear. We've got to, help them feel that stability, that safety, just meet those basic needs in school if that student is going to be available to learn.
The challenges that kids face when they live in a different town from where they go to school is how are they going to get there? We need to identify who is going to transport them and how that transportation is going to get paid for.
If you can somehow get someone to transport a kid from their current district to, let's say like with me, from Poultney to the Fairhaven Union or Fairhaven to Poultney, that little extra time would make that kid extremely happy.
I could have still went to Otter Valley with a fairly short commute. It would have been a little more inconvenient for the social worker or the mentor, but it would have been more beneficial for my education.
It is a challenge, certainly, for foster parents and teachers and schools to figure out how can this work? How can this work for our students? How can this work logistically, which is really hard.
So there are times when the school supports the transportation needs by having a teacher arrive to school early. Maybe some school staff will stay later to accommodate for the foster parent or relatives' scheduling needs.
Every morning sometimes it'd be different people, but somebody from DCF would pick us up in the morning, drive us to school, and then our foster mother would drive us back, or foster father at the time.
I think if schools can be somewhat flexible and if DCF can help to rally whatever supports are available and be creative about that, about transportation, if foster parents can help each other out to make those kinds of things happen, that those are really, it's important. And I think that it really benefits the children.